Tiger Woods is about to leave Nike after 27 years, and I have a prediction for what he's going to do next. But let me set the scene with a quick story. In 1996, a 20-year-old Stanford student arrived at Pumpkin Ridge Golf Club in Oregon, looking to become the first person ever to win 3 consecutive U.S. Amateur Championships. That player was Tiger Woods, of course. But many of you might not remember that a University of Florida student named Steve Scott had him on the ropes. Scott had won 2 high school state championships, he was a 3-time All-American at Florida, and he started the final round of that tournament up 5 shots on Tiger, and he still led by 2 shots with just 3 holes to go. But then Steve Scott did something that Tiger Woods will probably never forget. Tiger had moved his ball marker on the 16th green so Scott could putt. But when Tiger returned to putt himself, he forgot to replace his marker. That would typically lead to a penalty, which would have resulted in Tiger losing the hole and eventually the match. But instead of just letting it happen, Scott reminded Tiger to move back his marker. Tiger ended up making the putt to win the hole. He pulled within 1 shot with just 2 holes to play, and later won his 3rd straight U.S. Amateur Championship in a playoff. It was a remarkable example of sportsmanship, and the rest is history. Tiger then ended up turning professional and has since earned $120 million in prize money on the PGA Tour. That's a record, of course. But more importantly, this round was so interesting because it was the last round of competitive golf where Tiger Woods didn't wear Nike clothing. He later signed a $40 million contract with the Swoosh when he went professional later that year. Nike founder Phil Knight said at the time, "The world has not seen anything like what he's going to do for the sport. It's almost art. I wasn't alive to see Claude Monet paint, but I am alive to see Tiger play, and that's pretty great." Now, Nike's partnership with Tiger Woods is one of the most iconic deals in sports history. Tiger's initial contract was worth $40 million over 5 years, the largest golf endorsement deal at the time. And Nike has paid him over $500 million in total over the last 27 years. Nike also opened the Tiger Woods Conference Center on its Beaverton, Oregon campus in 2001, and the world's largest sportswear company has stuck by Tiger Woods through everything. We're talking about his extramarital affairs in 2009, a DUI in 2017, and all of the injuries from 2014 to even the car accident in 2021. Now, the reason for this is actually quite simple. Tiger Woods is still the world's most famous golfer by a mile, and he helped make Nike Golf a ton of money over the last 3 decades. For example, Nike Golf was doing about $30 million in annual revenue before signing Tiger Woods. But just 2 years after signing Tiger Woods, that number increased to more than $300 million in annual revenue. It's also estimated that Tiger's 2019 Masters final round victory was worth more than $22 million to Nike in brand exposure alone. But this iconic partnership might finally be coming to an end after 27 years and more than $500 million in payments. Tiger's latest deal with Nike expires at the end of this year, and many people are now speculating that the 2 parties will eventually part ways without a new deal. Tiger was actually asked about it several times at the PNC Championship this past weekend, and he essentially deferred the question entirely and said, "I'm still wearing the product," multiple times. Now, some of this could have been predicted. Nike stopped making golf equipment in 2016, so Tiger has a deal with TaylorMade for clubs. He uses a Bridgestone golf ball, and he has worn FootJoy shoes for extra support after returning from the 2021 car accident. But the real question is, what will Tiger Woods do next if he isn't with Nike? One theory is that TaylorMade will increase its apparel offering starting in 2024. The golf brand has dropped hints on its website for the last several months that they might do that, and they have equipment deals with several other Nike golfers, including Rory McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, and Tommy Fleetwood. So if Nike were to reduce its golf offering, or even shut the business down entirely, it's easy to connect the dots and see why a company like TaylorMade might make sense. Still, the most logical choice, for Tiger Woods at least, is Grayson. Grayson is a newer golf clothing brand that has exploded onto the scene over the last few years. They gave Justin Thomas equity in the brand after he was dropped from Ralph Lauren in 2021, and the company now has deals with a bunch of other athletes like Matt Fitzpatrick, Luke Donald, Ian Happ, Dylan Larkin, and Allison Lee. Now, the reason why I think this makes sense specifically for Tiger is twofold. Number one, Grayson actually welcomed Tiger's 14-year-old son, Charlie Woods, as a brand ambassador in a now-deleted Instagram post on Monday. And number two, Grayson's current equity partnership with Justin Thomas, who don't forget is one of Tiger's best friends, means the brand understands the long-term gain of giving up equity in exchange for promotion. Now, Tiger could obviously just go out and start his own clothing brand and make a bunch of money there. But this reminds me a lot of when Roger Federer left Nike for a 3% stake in On Running. The retired tennis star made more than $300 million when On Running went public in 2021, and Tiger's opportunity with Grayson could be similar in value. But it also speaks to just how challenging the endorsement business is. Tiger Woods has provided a lot of value to Nike over the years, but Nike also has a strict rule where they don't spend more than 10% of category revenue on athlete sponsorships. That's something that they weren't willing to go back on for Roger Federer, and it doesn't seem like they're willing to go back on for Tiger Woods either. So we'll see what happens. Tiger has publicly said that he won't play in more than a handful of tournaments each year. And even with the Saudi-backed Live Golf disrupting the professional ranks over the last few years, golf is more popular than ever. That's why I'm super surprised Nike is even letting Tiger Woods walk away. But I'm really interested in seeing what he does next. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I do these videos every week.